Oh, right, all right, guys. BYUN in the top right side of the map. SHIN in the bottom left. It's the grand finals of the Kung Fu Cup number 3. BYUN says, you know what makes StarCraft easy? When I attack and you have to defend. I am going to go 2 barracks proxy. Problem, or not 2 barracks proxy, 2 barracks Reaper wall off. Problem, SHIN is very clever and likes to do a lot of roach timings. And sometimes he'll go Ling speed, so you think he's playing Zerglings. And then 20 roaches and Ravagers arrive and kill your barracks and you die. So I'm very curious. Is SHIN gonna mix in some dirty, maybe? Are you gonna mix in some dirty, mate? SHIN's been on a roll recently, for those who don't know, dude. All sorts of tournaments the last few weeks. He's been killing it. He's been all over it. And I mean, it makes sense. For those who don't know, if you didn't watch the last Pigsty Festival number 7, Ragnarok basically, SHIN here, he basically picked up Maru and mauled him. He just like was ripping, like a bear, just ripped it, picked him up with his jaws and started like smashing him around the ground. Was destroying Maru. He still got dominated. But that's because Maru is unkillable. Basically, he smashed... Maru did a Sylvester Stallone. He did a Rocky Balboa and got punched in the face 300 times and then was like, oh, you forgot. I already had brain damage before the match started, so... that doesn't actually affect me. I'm unkillable. That was the tournament where Maru forgot how to lose. It just kept on. It just you know, he made some crazy comebacks. But it's still the fact that SHIN is getting in positions where he's mauling him to begin with is in of itself a good indicator of his strength in the matchup. You know, it's you don't actually beat Maru, but if you are beating him for large parts of games, and you're on fire in this matchup. It's going to be 3 Reapers, guys. Yes, it's to wait for that extra 50 gas to tick over. So 3 Reapers, and we'll see that command center up about 215. One drone's going to sneak out before the Reaper arrives. And the command center does start. Oh, link speed nice and early. And straight back onto gas. Are we thinking of Bane busting, are we? Ooh, I think he's talking smack, is SHIN. Ooh, pulling back the wings. Hey, Pig, on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome do you think the DuckTales theme song is? Honestly, don't know it. I think I kind of vaguely know what DuckTales is. I think there's some ducks and they're cartoons. So I had this thing where I, from a young age, was reading long fantasy novels and playing computer games rather than watching cartoons. Because I missed the cartoon phase. When I was really young, there was like a short period where I watched Captain Planet and Mutant Ninja Turtles. The bloody Ninja Turtles were great for like a year. And then we like didn't have a TV for like a few years of my youth. And then I had video games and other things by the time I had a TV again, and I wasn't as interested. Which was, you know, I missed out on a lot of it. Yeah. Oh, Reaper coming forward. Does get a big creep tumor snipe there. This is 4 Reapers. It's quite a few, man. You gotta protect these queens. It's a Bane bust, guys. SHIN's just gonna Bane bust the wall off. That's a very vulnerable wall off, mate. Oh man, 3rd command center is building. Ling's gonna come out. Great grenade. BYUN's very good with his Reapers, but I don't know if he's good enough, man. That's a lot of Zerglings. So far, his micro is near perfect, though, my lord. He's gonna kill all the Lings. He kills like half of them. It's more than I expected. 8 Zergling kills. 1 or 2 of those, of course, had gone down before this. And the Lings clean it up. The rest are gonna come forward. He's gonna morph Banes on the front and bust this. If there isn't a bunker, BYUN is just dead. And BYUN just did not get in to see the main at all. He has no idea the gas was mining. It's a good choice for it, because even if the Reaper jumps in there, it's so much ground to cover to see the mining gas in the back of the base, to spot the Bane bust. SHIN knew this would be very hard for BYUN to scout. BYUN's going double eBay. He's like taking a leaf out of Maru's book. I'm going to play greedy. And SHIN is like, yeah, you're going to play dead, mate. Play dead. Reactor's going to go down instantly, as will the depot, and that is going to be great. Lings surround the Marines. Banes and Lings go to the high ground. Hellion focused down one of the Banes, which was impressive, but the wall is down. 1 Hellion and SCVs should not be enough to take this down. The SCV is going to try and fight up here in the mineral line. He's morphing a Baneling right next to the mineral line. Baneling's cocoons have 50 hit points and 3 armor, guys. They are so hard for SCVs to kill. That being said, if they're fully surrounded, they can get taken out. That Baneling should be booming, and indeed it does a big boom. Massive damage going down, but it's only 19 workers, guys. The barracks lands in the wall off. He builds an eBay. He's walled off. He's on 20 workers. BYUN might be able to stabilize. BYUN may be able to stabilize. He's actually going to clean up all the Lings in this main. Is BYUN about to do a Maru? Guys. Oh, he might hold on. I mean, there are 3 hatcheries, so the transition's still okay for Zerg, but wow. Wow. Great hold. Loses 17 workers, but he's okay. He's got stim. on the way. He's going to lift his barracks off, which is... Tries to get rid of the Overlord with that. My gosh, if that got caught in midair, he was screwed. Oh, he's got triple orbital dropping, which means he's way ahead on income. There are 3 queens injecting. Shin just needs to hold down the drone key. Honestly, I would have pulled off gas if I was him as well. But he's staying on gas. He's holding the drone key down. He's so mineral starved. He's taking a second gas. Oh, he's going to go for a Ravager roll in now. The only reason you'd build a Roach Roar in this early at a second gas when your economy is this bad is if you're just going to go for round 2, but with Ravagers. You know what they say, right? Once more, but with feeling. In this case, the feeling is going to be Ravagers. None of those silly melee Banelings. Ragnarok 36 drone, 2 gas Ravagerling, follow up to the Ling Bane bust. 1-1 should be done by the time this hits. And Stim. Which is going to be amazing because he's going to have 5 Marines that are really well upgraded. It's not going to be amazing, guys. He's not going to have a lot of units. Oh, my lord! Okay, lifting the barracks crazy, but I guess with 4 Hellions, the Lings knew they couldn't win that. 11 Roaches! Honestly, I think Shin gets him, guys. I just don't see how, unless he gets a Banshee up or a tank. I don't see how he can hold. He can hold this. Hellions are on the map. They're going to come back. Oh, my lord, BYUN, you gotta pay attention, bruv. 1 does go down, but he kills a lot of Zerglings. And if he can get to the front and see those Roaches, that'd be great. But BYUN, not the best control, and this is so distracting for him, man. Those Zerglings, yeah, they're going down, which feels good as a Terran. Now, some Lings coming through the middle. No sign of Roaches, just a few Lings on the map, which in of itself should be telling him drop a bunker. He's building Medivacs and Marines. He's not realizing the Lings are actually tricking him. He's like, yeah, you're so silly. You think you can clean these up? Dude, I'm going to kill your Lings for free. But Shin is like, as long as the Hellions aren't seeing the Roach Ravager, I am okay for it. And look, he's just splitting his Lings in 2 at a time so they don't stack up for the splash. The Hellions go down. And I think BYUN at this point now, with no vision on the map, has got to think to himself, this doesn't feel great. It feels like something could be happening. When he sees the Ravagers, he might just tap. My lord, that's a lot of Roach Ravager, man. He's got 1-1. Stim is there. Shields will not be able to finish. Oh, that's unfortunate. Those 10 extra hit points could make a world of difference. But he can't make army. Once these barracks are gone, he's got tanks on the high ground, and that's all he can produce. 1 Marine building out of the natural as well. SCVs and Marines are going to have to pull to the ramp, but that means these barracks on the natural could also get jumped on. The Marines stim forward, the SCVs in front of them, trying to fight this, but there is so much Zerg on the dance floor. And that's not just a dance floor, that's a dead floor. Because there's a lot of dead Terran units on it. Well played by Shin, guys. Bane bust into Ravagerling to punish the low ground wall-off. Alright, guys. We've got BYUN in the bottom side of the map. We've got Ragnarok, aka Shin in the top right side. Mixing in the dirty all in. I love to see it. Now this time, it is going to be a bit safer because the add-ons will be on the inside of the wall-off. Still vulnerable to a lot of the similar attacks, though, and BYUN says, doesn't matter. I'm going to go T-Rex Reaper either way. Mothership's an interesting map. With this spawn location, Terran will often be pushing up in this direction. As the Zerg, most Zergs will expand away from Terran, out to the left there. And I'm a massive fan of them going 4th here, 5th here, playing a Ling Bane mobile style, and using the size of the map to punish Terran. I'd say one of the blind spots for top Zergs in the modern era of StarCraft 2 is they don't really fathom how annoying it is for Terran to cross great distances and how hard it is to do that when a Zerg is harrying them from all sides, hitting their bases, counter-attacking them, and constantly forcing movement by expanding as far away as possible, because for a while it's been a lot more simple, contained, and smaller to medium-sized maps. But when you have these big maps, if you expand towards that top left corner, it's a very big commitment for Terran to get there. It's going to be a gas pretty early after the spawning pool. I guess this is more of like a standard timed gas, about 1:11. Yes, a few seconds after normal, but do we have just an early queen? It's just pool first for safety, perhaps. Maybe worried about a proxy barracks coming from the center of the map. You can see this Overlord's very far out. So if there was proxy Marine, he'd see it early on and be able to take refuge on this pillar. Reapers are building. And the Overlord will scout him immediately. Now, does BYUN see the Overlord? I don't think so. You can see these guys are directional sight blockers, these high grounds. You couldn't see around them, to the sides of them. You can't see over them. The Overlord gets good vision air. We'll be able to see the command center go down momentarily as well. Is he going 2 Reapers into a reactor before command center? That's an early reactor. That's more indicative of a, I'm going to do a 3 racks Or even a 4-ax Marine SCV timing. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I'm thinking we're going to see a 3rd and 4th barracks on the high ground. 3rd barracks goes down. I think we're going to see 4. It is it? It might be. At least 3 barracks. It might be 4. Drone's going to go out to the left. Gets that 3rd hatchery started. Ling speed's on the way. Queen being ready to greet the first Reaper is always makes things a little bit easier. Good movement. Now, because he doesn't really have great Overlord vision just yet, due to how this opening's happened, Shin does need to make more Overlords right now. He's almost supply blocked. Finally, that Overlord does start. Needs another one. 2 Reapers into the main. Queen's out of position. Uh-oh, slow reaction there for Shin. BYUN gets himself a free worker snipe. Well done. So it is just 3 barracks for now, guys. Looks like that's probably all it'll be. 1 gas. 2nd tech lab goes up. And a Ling speed into Roach Warren. Isn't this just classic Shin, guys? I think he wants to all in again. He's like, oh, you think you can get away with this, mate? But remember, this is much earlier add-ons. Much more constant. Most players are going 3rd command center. They're going for Marine Approach. This is a 2-base. People normally don't play 2-base off of these openings. That's why they're so wide open to these attacks. The Marines move forward. He lifted the barracks. He didn't realize the Overlord's not on this pillar. It's on this pillar. It was further away. So Shin sees him trying to snipe it, but doesn't get spotted in return. This is massive for Shin, guys. A few more drones are building. 2 gases mining. A handful more Zerglings. A lot more Zerglings. Another 14. I thought we'd be seeing Roaches and Ravagers, but he's massing Zerglings. What's the double gas for, guys? What is Shin just hoping to surround this? I think he's saying, well, Roaches can't catch you, but if I overcommit to Lings, I can probably catch these Marines. Now he builds the Roaches. Odd build order here for Shin. I do think he was thinking about surrounding the units, but he's had the Roach Warren done for a while. Finally using it. Factory about halfway done at home. Ooh, nice move. Very nice move. 4 Marines for free, basically. Does get a few Zerglings caught on the way back, though. More Roaches and Lings are building. Surprised Ragnarok's not building more Roaches, but I think he's just going to go mass Ravager Ling or something. Roaches from the front, Lings from the behind. I think this BYUN maybe could start a step through the Lings. Does he have enough? Oh! Yeah, he can start a step through them. Not a good fight for Ragnarok. He needed to make Ravagers before doing this. Now he's going to make Ravagers. I think he should have already done that. That was a big throwaway of Zerglings. And now BYUN gets home and he gets time to build bunkers, which he's not going to do. Which is a little crazy if you ask me, but it is what it is. He's got a tank building, a big army of Marines, no medevacs. So we can't stim. Unless he is 100% sure he's able to. He's going to move out front for now. Trying to defend with the Marines and the SCVs. BYUN going for it. Full man mode here. Notice he tries to focus the Zerglings down first. So he purposely tries to move towards the Zerglings so he's not attacking the Roaches, which are a bit tankier. A lot of SCVs go down. 2 Ravagers get popped. He's got to pull back to safety. I think with the siege tank, he might be okay. BYUN here, happy to lose some workers as long as he doesn't lose his production. And he is going to push through here. Does get another Ravager, but so many SCVs have gone down. The Marines also taking big damage. Drones are coming in behind this for Shin. He's on 3 base. Does he have 3 queens? No, only 2 of them. Oh, he runs forward for the Biles. Crazy choice. And does lose a Ravager. Almost loses a second one. Yeah, he's got 2 queens injecting there. Nothing injecting in the main. He's going to start a 3rd queen now. The Ravager runs in for the Bile. That's not good enough, man. SCVs can repair through that. 3 corrosive Biles barely takes out a siege tank. They have 175 max. So still has 5 hit points left over after that. Armor does not affect spell damage for corrosive bile. Few barracks in a factory. Where's the starport, guys? Oh, that's the starport over there. I'd say BYUN's in a pretty good solid position. On the other hand, when a Zerg forces a Terran to be this stuck at home, they do get a lot of time to catch up. Double upgrades. Yeah, you're behind a full upgrade, but with only 1 engineering bay going, you can catch up. 3rd command center is only now started. If BYUN had a 3rd CC this whole time, I'd say he's miles ahead. As it is, he's going to need to poke out and do something. And the delay on these medevacs is really what's hurting him. If he already had 2 medevacs dropping these Marines, I think Shin would be screwed. Because he'd be losing Overlords, losing creep, desperately trying to not take damage. As it is, Shin has so much time to get up to 65, 70 workers. Should be good. Pig, a tank doesn't have 5 hit points left after 3 biles. Or, sorry, I meant it would die with only 5 hit point buffer is what I meant. Sorry, I totally misspoke on that. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? That's not what I meant. I'm like, wait, what? What the hell was I saying? No, yeah, it does 180 damage, so it's 5 hit points enough to kill it. But the SCV had repaired a ton there in between. Yeah, no, I said it completely wrong. 4th command center, BYUN says, okay, we're going to turtle up for the long game. He's like, I don't trust my aggressive timing. And I think that's the right move. Just turtle on tanks, take a 3rd, take a 4th, and chill. Pig, could Vipers abduct friendly units? Yes. Unfortunately, you can't abduct Ultras anymore. It used to be you could run over here with Ultras, fly Vipers in, and abduct them into your opponent's main. Because Ultras are immune to it because of Frenzy. Their Frenzy ability makes them immune to any movement affecting abilities. That you can't abduct them, which is really sad. I've been asking Blizzard to put that back in. I've said, make it so we can do it. There's no downsides. No one's going to complain about someone flying Vipers into your base and abducting Ultras in it. It's the dumbest way of doing a drop ever. It's just funny to look at. But yeah, you can abduct your other units, I'm pretty sure. You don't really see it usually. Sometimes you'll see people pick up their own unit with a Phoenix to save it from Zerglings or something killing it. Whoa! Dangerous micro for BYUN, but gets a Ravager and a few Lings, not too bad. 3rd command center floats out. His tanks, though, it's so scary to move into the open. He's keeping Shin contained. Shin generally has a problem in these sort of games with securing himself from drops. So this is where I often call for him to go Infestors earlier in these sorts of games to secure the victory. But he often ends up stalling out on 68 workers for a long time and losing his 4th repeatedly. This time, he's done a really good job keeping the 4th base alive. But is it really that good? BYUN will take advantage because, like I said, Shin has a history of not dealing with this. And he's still only got 3 queens, no Infestors, no other anti-air. And this is Shin committing to a very inflexible style right now. Not droning past 70. He's not building queens or air. Oh, my lord! BYUN! BYUN eating bile! What are you doing, mate? You're not going to watch it. Put it on a patrol path at least. He loses a medevac there to the biles. Nice victory for Shin. He honestly will take any excuse to move across this map. He's going to leave just a few roaches at home. He should leave them on the high ground. A few roaches and things should be able to deal with it. Ooh, I love the triple bunker. BYUN could hold this. Triple bunker. Lots of siege tanks. He might be able to hold, man. Does get inside 2 of these bunkers. The Marines trying to defend the Zerglings. Tanks need to target the Roach Ravager. They will do so. First few tanks do die. One of them rallies out to its death. Unfortunate rally there. Whoa, the SCVs and Marines getting shelled. Those 3 tanks on the left putting out a lot of firepower, but another tank about to get biled, and it's a decent arc. Some of these tanks were a bit too far to the left. I think they should have been a bit more to the right, so they could have shelled on him in the choke point. And look at that. Shin's just going to roll through, man. Shin with all sorts of aggression today, just punishing BYUN and shutting him down. Cha-ching, up to 0. Shin dominating this finals. All right, guys. We got BYUN in the top left and Shin in the bottom right side of the map. BYUN says it's a mistake. Support is a mistake. I'm using Google Translate, guys. I got Google Translate out. I don't know what okay, it's not translating anything that Shin's saying there, that Ragnarok's saying. Plagnarok, it says LOL. I don't believe it. I love that it's translated his name to Plagnarok. That's the funniest thing ever. Okay, we could move it back. It's too far away, says Ragnarok. Sorry, I need to keep turning my camera away, then back on it. Isn't it next to it? Says BYUN. I don't know what they're talking about. This is why I don't do live translations. Perceived is too far away. So Ragnarok's saying it looked further away. I don't know what. You guys let me know. If this Google Translate excites you, I mean, it's only a minute of the game. It is, BYUN's been scared back to the high ground here by SHIN's debauchery. And it's now changing his name to Magnarok, and it says, it is a bit disappointing. It's 6 tanks. BYUN just says block and then some more Korean words. Thank you, Google Translate, for changing the Korean to Korean. BYUN says, they didn't even have my size. Wow, is he talking about going to the tailor now? He says they didn't even have his size. Is he talking about like getting his inseam measured or something? What are we talking about? Remember, guys, last time we used Google Translate like this, Dark, according to Google Translate, said triple mucous membrane. Ragnarok says, as expected, is seafood important? What? What? I don't think Google Translate captures this casual banter very well. Of course seafood's important. I had a really delicious seafood pancake from Korean barbecue yesterday, by the way, guys. Sorry, I think we were on a slightly slower speed in the replay before. My bad. That was definitely interesting. Yeah, okay. BYUN says apple, but it's APAL. And then Ragnarok says custom image. I think it's trying to translate the face. And it's just going, it's meant to be an emoji. We don't know how to describe that. So, custom image? Reaper comes in. The 2 queens will defend off this nice 15-15 opening. Oh, you guys, seafood pancake. Sorry, if you guys haven't had Korean before. You guys, Korean seafood pancake. Yeah. We had a Korean fried chicken. Got some japchae. Had a seafood pancake, which had it had like giant prawns and mussels and all this squid in it. It was great. It was a little undercooked when I got it, but we didn't eat much there because there was so much food. I was actually really full, so I air fried it and made it extra crispy at home, and actually it was way better then. But they put way too many spring onions in it. It was like way too moist. I think I was like, there's no way you could get that thing cooked without burning the outside unless you roasted it real slow. Yeah, it's like savory pancake. Kimchi pancake, seafood pancake, very popular Korean foods. Ooh, that one does go down. Nice snipe. Shin's looking good, guys. He's all over this opening. I've still got Google Translate open. Google Lens, I guess it's called, but we'll use that as needed if we have to. I'm still wondering, guys, is seafood important? You guys let me know. Curious to read everyone's thoughts. I think seafood is important. I think it's very, like, there's a lot of cultures based around seafood. A lot of those guys that live to be like 107 in Japan, like the whole precinct, everyone's like 90 years old and like walking around still fishing all day and doing stuff. They're eating seafood and seaweed and bloody cabbage all day, aren't they? Omega-3 fatty acids, right? I don't know. I don't like seafood, but it's fine. I think most people who don't like seafood have been delivered bad seafood, because there's a lot of bad seafood. When it's bad, is really bad. There's a lot of bad seafood. There's also a lot of seafood that's like decent, but could be done so much nicer. Like, I know a lot of people love like a big seafood boil up or whatever, but I just think there's so many nicer ways to, like, you can fry seafood and like oils and get like Maillard and browning reaction on it and all sorts of nice flavors. And there's just too many times, you know, for most people, it's just like seafood. It's like, we're either having boiled plain seafood or deep fried fish. Nothing wrong with deep fried fish. I love me a deep fried fish. Great textural difference, but there are many ways beyond that. Oh, it's the quick Hydra build, guys. It's the 2.5 base Hydra build. He's got super early carapace, trying to drone the 3rd. Early Hydra den, which is going to be amazing against this Raven opening of BYUN. Maybe BYUN can find a bit of damage with the balance sheet. Hellions should be able to fend off these Zerglings with micro. Yeah, here we go. The other 4 Hellions arrive. It's time to get out of there, Shin. Run, run, run. 4 Zerglings do go down. Overseer moving away as well. Pig, kimchi smells like a high school GF. A high school girlfriend? Or does GF stand for something else wherever you're from? Because that's a weird, I don't know what that's odd. I don't remember any of my high school girlfriends having distinctive smells to them. Definitely didn't smell like fermented cabbage. Fermented cabbage and spice. Kimchi is fantastic, man. Hellion Raven moving north. Oh, Zergling's trying to get us around here. Ooh. Good creep clear. It does get replaced. Even that one tomb is not enough, though. He actually needs to put one back here. So I don't know if these two will even properly connect. I think you got to put one back here as well. Raven's getting some value. Is this a 2-base, guys? No, he's already got a 3rd down. Building tanks, marines. The Hydras are building. It's 55 drone Hydras. He's trying to hide the Hydras and use the Queens and the Zerglings to get the vision. Oh, he wanted to surround the Hellions so then his Hydras could explode across the map. Dude, Shin wants to go so badly. He's got Groove Spines, but he wants the movement upgrade as well. It's on the way. Carapace is there. This Banshee's going to spot this, which is so necessary. It'll almost certainly die before he can react. Oh, BYUN! BYUN with the reaction speed. Dude, that Banshee could smell those Hydras coming. They smell like a high school girlfriend. I'm still curious what that GF was meant to stand for. I'm so confused. It's the only abbreviation. Gluten-free? A high school gluten-free? What's the GF? What is it? I'm so confused. Hydralink. Like on a menu, I see GF all the time. It says gluten-free. Dude, is he going to commit? Movement speed's about to kick in. These Hydras need to come from the left, though. He's only going from the front. He's going to set up a big arc. That tank is in reserve. Here we go. Hydras need to move forwards. But careful, that's a lot of Marines. That's a lot of Marines. Anti-armor! Oh, that's a pretty sick anti-armor, but I don't think you can commit into a concave of Hydras like that. The Marines and the SCVs off the line. Here come the Zerglings. The Carapace upgrade really helping out, but +1 weapons was done in time. Even with no combat shields, the Marines, the SCVs are going to try and jump on top. If he can clear the Hydras, BYUN will be in a good spot. 23 workers go down. A massive loss for BYUN, but it doesn't matter because he clears the Hydras. And look at that unit's lost time. He keeps his Marine ball alive. SHIN was relatively all in there. Yes, he had 10 workers on his 3rd, but nothing else. He's trying to drone up a bit more and go Hydra Bane afterwards. I don't know if he can even defend this counter. He's got 7 Hydras and 11 Zerglings. He's got no Queens to back it up. He is in trouble right now. Oh me, oh my, the Hydra Ling is hanging out. The Banshee's going to take damage. The Raven will go down as well, but there's just too much Terran on the dance floor. He's got combat shields now, and those Marines will thrust in. Tank siege on the front line, which now gives you the range advantage. The Hydras and Queens, every time they pull back, they're taking extra tank shots, and that's a disaster. The Overseer does get taken out. Hatchery's taking a bruising there. Creep Shimmer on the left side goes down. Marines taking out one of the Queens. Second Queen goes down, pulls away. The drones pulled into the tank fire, and a beautiful hold for BYUN. I think, honestly, for those who don't know, every time I look at drones, I always kind of think it's a bit like a manta ray or a stingray. Have you guys ever eaten stingray? It's quite nice. And I think at the end of the day, BYUN said, dude, I don't care about your stupid Zerg aquarium. You asked me the question. I'm here with the answers. Seafood is very important. Nice win for BYUN. All right. BYUN gets a point on the board there. And he's getting Proxy Hatch. Dude, this is coming back, man. The Proxy Hatch is back. He's gone Barracks Gas. He has no idea about this. And he probably won't notice until the SCV comes down from the main to the natural. Ooh, okay. This is really, really interesting. 15-15. Whoa, really? Oh, it's a 15-15 Proxy Hatch so we can get the Queen and the Spine out really quickly and start sieging this wall off. Oh my lord. Dude. It's a dirty build. Alright, if we get any live chat, I will Google Translate at the end of the replay, okay guys? Because this could be the final game. Shin is one game away from winning. Oh, when he sees it, instant reactor. Oh, look at that. He cancels the Reaper, builds a reactor. He says, well, Reaper's not that important. Let's just build some Marines here to clear this out. Starts Command Center on the high ground. He's going to just ignore the hatchery. I think this is usually a very good way to deal with it. Drone? He's coming forward. He wants to build a spine at the front. So it's hatchery at home. Spawning pool's already up. Interesting. So he skips the Queen in the main. Wow. Bunker goes up. I kind of thought he should build the bunker here. Don't you think, guys? I mean, I guess either, because then it protects the reactor. Otherwise, a spine here or here might be able to get the reactor. I mean, he could obviously just move the spine there if you have the bunker only on the right side, but I think bunker there might be better. Guess this one's a bit easier to defend if it's a full bust. 2 spines? Shin. Oh, wow. Okay. How much is he committing to this? I think it's just a contain. I think he just wants to kill the add-ons. Spines can outrange bunkers, guys. Marines have 5 range. Bunker gives them +1, which is 6 range. Spine crawlers have 7 range. You have to be very specifically positioned. This bunker, I'm not sure. There might be a spot right here where you can outrange it with one spine. Hey, Pig, you're hosting the viewer tournament this month. Yeah, come over to Twitch, !viewer. Links are always there, guys. Just come to Twitch. Sorry, we can't have a bot working on both channels at once, unfortunately. Spinecrawler's looking for that spot. I think that's in range. I think Shin knows his positioning. Spinecrawler on the right as well. He could move their spine up over here even. Might be nice. This is kind of cute, man. He's droning. He's just droning. Is he going to build drones on the front? I kind of want him to mine here a little bit with a few drones as well, just for the fun of it. I'm going to take out. He's not building any more Zerglings. I think he's going, yeah, you're gonna be fine. It's 3 racks. Oh, wow. BYUN's not going factories. 3 racks. That's so weird, isn't it? Building more depots in the back. He's kind of accepting that he's going to have to give up this position. But I think he's saying, yeah, it should be fine. Eventually. Oh, this Overlord providing vision is huge, right? You have a new queen! I love the diva voice pack. Shin's such a legend, man. The fact that he's playing at this level with that shrill voice in his ears. Oh. Pure warrior mode. Oh, he's trying to save the reactor as BYUN. It's costing him a lot of repair time, a lot of mining time. Oh, he's going to try and attack the spine from out of vision, but... oh, that Overlord's too close, man. That's too hard to pull off. I feel like he should have spray tagged the ramp, shouldn't he, guys? Pros just never spray tagging these days. It's kind of sad. Dude, he's going to break that spine. All right, BYUN's going to break out, man. He's going to repair the bunker so he can sell it. Spinecrawler gets the kill. There's no sell for you. Only gets 1 Marine there, though, and he's going to start clearing the creep. Queen's going to try and hide. Ooh, he might not realize there's a new tumor here. It's going to be this tumor will try to spread left. This tumor will try to spread along behind. And then he's got a queen starting to spread at home. Roach Warren, 2 gases are up. 3rd gas and a lair on the way. Still got 10 Zerglings out. They are slow Zerglings. Queen will get a few hits off before she goes down. And he wisely scans, knowing there'd be a creep tumor back there. Good call for BYUN. The creep, though, spreading off to this left side as well. How many scans are you going to have to use? It's very annoying. Sees this creep and he's like, I know that he knows there's some here. He's going to have to drop a scan here. It's not going to be available for another 5 or 6 seconds. Depot's rebuilding in the wall off. More Marines are here as well. 4 Roaches building. No 3rd hatchery just yet. It will be going down now. And BYUN's going to clear it out with the scan. The Diva voice? Yeah, Diva from Overwatch. There's a Diva voice pack in StarCraft. So if you want to be in the middle of a game and her to be like, you're supply blocked. And when you'll click an upgrade and she'll be like, my dad always upgrades that one. You're supply blocked. You can't click there. You know, she's just like, oh, it's great. It's amazing. Pure testosterone-inducing awesomeness. Some people say she's cringe. I think their lack of testosterone is cringe. Oh, gonna take out the Overlord. Oh, are you committing? Dude, BYUN's going for it. That's a lot of roaches, though. It's a good amount of roaches. He's gonna go for it anyway. Bile forces him back, though. And I think backing away is the correct call. He maybe could have tried to snag the 3rd, but good choice to pull back. Command Center is finally up. He's going to transfer workers. Took him a long time to get down to this natural, didn't it? And that has been a big delay. But of course, 3rd's not even finished for Zerg. I mean, surely this is a pretty even game. There's no infestation, no Evo chamber for Zerg, no engineering bays for Terran. It kind of feels like this game's going to reset from here. Double Evo chamber does come up. What was the Zergling sack? I mean, the thing is, because he's not played Ling speed, he thought, maybe we'll get in and do some damage. And it did distract BYUN, only killed like 2 or 3 Marines, which obviously isn't a good trade. But in a game where you have no Zergling speed, those Zerglings are nearly worthless in this situation. And he saw BYUN move most of his Marines out. So you can understand why he thought, maybe I'll find a bit of damage here. Otherwise, these Lings are just going to sit at home. They're going to be like worthless without Ling speed in a fight. So fair call. That whole cheese was fun, but it didn't really get Shin ahead, says Paradoxic. Well, I thought 1 spine is all you need. I thought just 1 spine, don't commit so much, drone up a bit harder. But I think he just went, we'll go double spine. Does pick off a few add-ons, but he never got the reactor. The repair was actually really good. Overseer goes down. Sorry for the twitchy observing, guys. I'll slow down a bit. Double engineering bay much later for Terran. Maybe that Zerg flexibility. Now that it's such a big map, you've got control over your side with the Roach Ravager. Was he going to get 2 tumors? Dude, that Marine just killed 2 active tumors. What a legend. I don't know, man. Isn't the Korean diva voice the same from the English? I think so. I heard it sounds a bit better in the Korean vocalization. Well, he listens to it in English, I think. Or maybe no, I guess not. I guess he would probably be hearing it in Korean, wouldn't he? It just plays the English version for us. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's... I'm sure it's similar vibe, though. Super kind of cutesy, high-pitched, over the top. I legit do find it funny. The only reason I've turned it off on my games is because, like, my audience gets so angry at me when I have it on. Like, I think after this game, if you guys... I'll turn it on again for, like, a week. But I swear, so many people will get so angry at me. They're just, please, like, I can't stand it. Infestor's coming out. They're a little slow, though. Ravager's in the open. Gotta save him. Yeah, that's a dead fourth. BYUN's so good at sniping Shin's bases in these sort of games. And this is where Shin struggles. I love that he's going Infestors because that's the big thing he normally lacks in these games. And he, like I said, he so often gets stuck here on 68 workers. If BYUN, he's behind, but if he can get a big enough army... Ooh, the Medevac's trying to get corrosive piled. And he's going to unload, pick off a few lings. Good pullback there. Third Infestor building. Hives on the way. +1 melee, +2 carapace. Ling speed is now done as well. And BYUN just needs to get a wedge of tanks out here in the middle. And he needs to defend that position. But right now, the supply, very dangerous. And he doesn't know about the hive. This is the problem for BYUN. No idea about the hive. He doesn't know if it's a timing or not. Microbial! Shin's going to go Microbial Shroud. And he's far enough ahead on the tech. That will be crazy. If he can land a +2 carapace Microbial timing before +2 finishes for Terran, his units are going to be almost invulnerable. Wow, this could be so cool. The Marines are going to do almost nothing. Fourth command center going up. Double upgrades are starting +2 armor. BYUN. Okay, he does start +2 attack. Good job, good job. No, BYUN! Not again! Not again! No way! Shin chucking a dark twice in this series and sniping a full medevac with vials. Oh my lord. That is crazy. Remember, Microbial also protects your opponent's units, guys, so your own Roaches and Ravagers will do less damage into that Microbial Shroud, but most of the army... Actually, there's a lot of Roaches and Ravagers. I still think it's going to affect usually Terran more than Zerg, though. Festas are out trying to hide. Ultras are on the way. Oh, Ultras. Ultras are going to be good. Fifth command center building. BYUN knows he's got a turtle to late game in this one. Shin has just been pursuing him doggedly, not letting these drops get on top. Units lost tab is in favor of BYUN, but not by a large amount. Still only 4 queens. No! No! Oh my god, he lands it again! The third bile was just a fraction of a second too late. The medevac survives on 6 hit points. What in the world? Dude, BYUN has got to be so traumatized this game. And you guys know BYUN. This happening to him, it embarrasses him. He's going to be so tense. He's going to be so locked up right now, so angry, so stressed, so freaked out. And that means, and he's also trying to turtle, the style he's naturally not as good at as being aggressive. So he's going to be really angry here. Keeps flying back towards the spores. Queen comes down and one-shots the medevac. No way home for these Marines. They say, well, let's at least kill the spores so that the future drop can be more annoying here. Not a bad idea. Baneling Nest is on the way. Where's the Spire? Normally, Baneling and Spire are your Hive Tech transitions because Libs are going to be a big problem for you. Luckily for him, there are no Libs on the field. Tanks on the high ground. Massive wave of tanks up there. The 2-2's not quite ready. The Microbial Shrouds are good. Dude, the Microbials are so good. He's trying to target the tanks. But the tanks, even they struggle to kill the Infestors. They finally get the Infestors down. But look at that row of Microbial. That is absolutely insane. Wow, huge timing here for Shin. Clears all the tanks and the SCVs. The orbital's going down. It's going to get biled to death. No repair on it available. One more bile and it's dead. Can BYUN save that command center? 3, 2, 1. It burns down. And that's going to be that. Shin with a Microbial Shroud timing to finish it off. What a cool attack. You can see the way he just ran forward. And I was always thinking, you know, surely Microbial, the problem is going to be if their tanks just focus you down, you can't get the Microbials off. But once you enter their own Microbial Shroud, the Infestors take quite a lot of shots. Normally they take 70 damage from a tank. They have 90 hit points, right? So they're almost dead from one shot. But if that goes down to 35, suddenly it's 3 direct shots, way more if it's just splash damage hitting them. That's huge. That is really, really big. Takes a lot of time to get that energy, though, so he's not going to bother rebuilding. He's just going to go Ultra Ling Ravager on the Remax. I think that's an excellent decision. Would have been great if he came from this right side as well. Ling's on the high ground. Oh, look at those Lings! Grabbing the tanks on the high ground. BYUN has to tap out. What a beautiful engagement. I've got to go back and ogle that Microbial Shroud timing, guys. I've got to go take a look at that. That was so cool. Alright guys, so here's the fight. And you can see he throws one here. And then the Infestors throw another one here. Now, you guys remind me, does Microbial Shroud stick to units when they leave the Microbial Shroud for like 1 to 2 seconds? I remember it used to do that, but I think that doesn't happen now. You guys let me know if that's still a thing. I'm not so sure. And then he throws another one here in a moment, right? Yeah, it throws another one here. You can see the Infestors are starting to take shots, and there's so many tanks shooting them. But it takes until there. They've already got 1, 2, 3, I think 4. I think they got 4 Microbials in a row. That's awesome. Chat says, I don't think it sticks anymore. That was taken away. That was changed. Fair enough. Dude, awesome play, though. We don't see that very often. It generally doesn't work well because it's such a late upgrade to get. And Ghosts are out by then. Things which don't really care about it. Snipes don't care about it as much. But when you are ahead on the tech, like Shin in this game, it does open up a very cool window. That's what I love about Shin. He's always just mixing in different timings, different windows, different unit comps to everyone else. Gets himself another tournament victory here. GG, well played. Alright guys, if you enjoy awesome series like this and you feel like going above and beyond to say an extra thank you, I really appreciate you. You can do that by checking out my Patreon, links below in the description as well as here on the screen. And a massive thanks to everyone past, present, and future who has supported the Patreon, as well as everyone else who can't afford to but just hangs out, chats, comments, and has a good time. A special thanks, though, of course, to everyone here on the Wall of Bacon, especially our conductors of the D-Town Express, Peden N, Dragosar, Oko H, and the one and only Leviathan. That's right, the gigantic Zerg ship that literally unloads all of the Zerg to infest planets. Our Leviathan, Neverless. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye and good night.